Hi everyone! This is my review of the A. Lange & Söhne Saxonia thin. Thanks to my friend and Lange authorized dealer Morini in Forte dei Marmi, Italy, I have the chance to get my hands on both the 40mm and the new 37mm versions of the watch. Plus, to have an even more comprehensive look at this couple, we got the smaller one in white gold and the bigger brother in pink gold. So Lange introduced the 40mm version in 2011. At 5.9mm in thickness, it was, and still is, the thinnest watch ever produced by the German brand. In 2016, there has been a refresh, and the Saxonia thin adopted the new aesthetical marks of the Saxonia family introduced a year before. The dots marking the hours disappeared, and the baton indexes got longer and closer to the bezel. The case of the pink gold version was also slightly modified, getting the nice brushed finish on the side and back that the white gold version already had. So these watches, in my opinion, really represent the definition of a dress watch. They are extremely elegant, they have a nice presence on the wrist, but never become flashy or even just too visible. The pink gold version comes with a very nice hand-stitched alligator brown strap, while the white gold version is paired with the same strap but in an even more classic black. Both have a matching 18-karat gold pin buckle. The overall style manages to be very contemporary, even using just a few elements. The solid silver argenté dial contributes to this distinctive appearance with 13 solid gold straight slim batons and alpha hands, the curved A. Lange & Söhne logo, and the Made in Germany line at 6 o'clock. About this line, it might sound strange that a German manufacturer that very often uses German writings on its dials decided to have this written in English. Well, I'm not 100% sure about this, but as far as I know, this is because of the British Merchandise Marks Act, which dates back to August 23, 1887. Each nation that wanted to sell goods in Great Britain had to label its products with their country of origin. This was supposed to keep them from gaining popularity, but it didn't work. Actually, it backfired. The Made in Germany trademark became a sign of excellence, and the Germans stuck with it. Now, looking at the watch from the front, it might still leave you with the burning question, very nice watch, but where am I really spending my money? Well, just flip it and you will have your answer. Behind the sapphire glass, we can see that both watches have the same caliber, which is the manual winding L093.1. As with all Lange calibers, you can tell the year in which its development began from the first two numbers, in this case 2009. The 3 indicates that this was the third movement conceived that year. Diameter is 28mm and thickness is only 2.9. This is a classic German silver 3/4 plate movement with 167 parts, adjusted to 5 positions, beating at 21,600 vibrations per hour, with 72 hours of power reserve. The level of finishing on this thing is just great. It showcases 3 screwed gold chatons, glass Hutte ribbing on the 3/4 plate, sunray finish on the winding wheels, and perlage on the main plate. The edges, the slots of the blue screws, and the whiplash are chamfered and polished. Even though we can't see them, all the hidden parts are finished exactly as the ones in plain sight. If all this isn't enough for you, this beauty also shares 2 more things with its much more expensive siblings: the hand-engraved balance cock and the so-called first and second assembly. Basically, Lange technicians put together the movement for the first time without finishing and lubricating it, just to check if it works smoothly. Then they take it apart, finish it, clean it, and assemble it for the second and last time around. Let's now compare the 2 watches. As I said before, they share the same movement. The layout of the dial is the same, and also the thickness is 5.9 millimeters for the two of them. So what did they change? Three things: the proportions of the dial, the space between the movement and the case, and the price. About the first point, they scaled down the elements on the dial, like the hands and the writings. The indexes leave now less blank space in the middle, in my opinion giving a better, more proportioned look to the dial. On the back, what they did is basically slim the donut, so that on the 37mm version, the caliber actually looks big enough for the case. About the price, I believe this is where Lange really moved in for the kill. Here in Italy, this 40mm version, reference 211.033 in pink gold, is priced at 21,300 euros, while the 37mm reference 201.027 in white gold sells for 15,300 euros. This means that every single extra millimeter costs exactly 2,000 euros. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that this is a very clever strategic move. For a second, let's think about the competition up there on the top of the mountain. The 37mm rose gold Patek Philippe Calatrava reference 5196R comes to mind. Well, its retail price is around 20,000 euros. Same goes for Vacheron, that has its 38mm Patrimony Traditionnel in pink or white gold on sale for more than 21,000. To conclude, personally, I prefer the new 37mm version, and I believe that the larger one may suffer a little bit the competition of the smaller one. But I think it will be absolutely worth it for Lange, since this might result in the acquisition of many new and, more importantly, young clients. Not to mention the Asian markets and the purists that tend to consider a 40mm dress watch just too big. One thing is sure, there's a new target on my list. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more reviews and leave a comment to let me know what you think. Bye!